British Columbia has become a world leader in involving citizens in public policy development. When our province created the Citizens' Assembly on Electoral Reform in 2003, it was a historic event. Never before had a democracy given randomly selected citizens so much power. The 160 members of the Assembly were all volunteers who were randomly selected from the voters list. These 80 men and 80 women came from every area of the province and all walks of life. In addition to the 160 members, the Assembly was chaired by Jack Blaney, former president of Simon Fraser University.
This is historic, and that's why a lot of people around the world are watching us. It's historic because never ever before in any democracy in the world has a government given to the citizens, ordinary, in quotes, citizens, unelected citizens, an important public policy question to consider, and then after considering that, make their recommendation straight to the people of the province. And that's what's happened here. Here we have ordinary citizens who I think became, through the process, quite extraordinary, remarkable people. And in the end, of course, their decision, their recommendation, will go straight to the people of BC, unfiltered by government. No government has ever taken that chance before.
We don't have a vested interest in the outcome of this whole process. We're not going to be benefited ourselves personally, and so what our agenda is to pick a system that is going to work for British Columbia, and that means that we are nonpartisan.
The Citizens' Assembly was given a unique and important job: learn and make recommendations about the way our governments are elected. The first stage of their work was to study and examine electoral systems used in democracies around the world. They met from January to March of 2004 to hear from experts and learn about different voting systems. 50 public hearings were held during May and June 2004 in communities throughout BC, allowing Assembly members to hear what their fellow citizens had to say. Over and over again, they heard British Columbians say that the values they felt were most important in an electoral system were fairness or proportional representation, effective local representation, and voter choice. Then in the fall, after studying 1,600 written submissions from the public, the members reconvened for another series of meetings, this time to come to a decision. Based on all they'd learned and heard, the Assembly agreed overwhelmingly to recommend to British Columbians that our province adopt a new electoral system. That system is the BC Single Transferable Vote System, or bc-stv.